ABC, it's Kat. This is not going to be a vinyl pickup video, even though I do have to make one of those types of videos. I have a small sack of some vinyl to show. Maybe I'll do that within the week or so. But this is actually going to be my finds, my haul, my loot, whatever you want to call it, from Hound. We went to Hound last weekend, met up with with Jenny and Dave. I do that all the time, sorry. With Jenny and Dave. You know Jenny as B-Sides and Dave as Deadite 83. And we had a fantastic time with them. Couldn't have asked for a better time. Can't wait to meet up with them again soon. Hello. Anyway, so I have not a lot to show, but a small haul. So I'm just going to get started. So Brayton and I got to meet Elvira while we were there. She was one of the fantastic guests that was there, and I actually have somewhat of a picture of the picture that we took with her. You can see that, sort of, kinda, maybe a little bit. It was really quick, but it was fantastic to see her in person. This was the advertisement in our local city paper. It was so much fun. It was almost like I couldn't even believe she was standing right there. And she's just as beautiful in person as she is on film. So, it was wonderful to meet her. Also picked up some shirts, this being one of them. One of my favorite movies. I know you're saying, what does this have to do with horror? But it's David Bowie, and it's Labyrinth, and it's amazingness, and who cares? That's what I got to say about that. I picked up, there was a vendor there who was actually, I don't want to say screen print. I guess it's screen print. I guess that's what you call it. Shirts. And you know my love for Dark Shadows. I've showed records and such of that. And I picked up a Barnabas t-shirt. I picked up a Morticia t-shirt from that vendor. And the Addams Family stuff was really hard to come by there. I think Branton said that one of the vendors told him that there's not a licensing to really produce their stuff, so it's like the movie stuff is really easy to find, but the actual show stuff is really hard to find unless it's licensed, and the licensing is hard to come by. So unfortunately I didn't get too much Addams Family stuff. I went on quite a bit of a Bride of Frankenstein ride while I was there. I adore that movie, and kind of getting into the Bride of Frankenstein quite a bit here lately. So I found this t-shirt. Amazing, amazing, amazing. One of the vendors there had some prints for sale, and I'm going to do a collage on one of our walls. So I picked up this. That's Bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein there. This beautiful picture. She's such a beautiful actress, even in monster mode. And this one. I also picked up one of the movie posters. So I was real happy to get that. While we were there, there was another artist who was actually creating images of some of the characters from horror films and such, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and he signed my photos, but I can't really read his signature, so I apologize to that artist and to you guys out there. But I picked up this Sam from Trick or Treat. Isn't that a fantastic picture? It's so great. And the signature is in that corner right there. And then I have Sally. Because y'all know I love Jack. He's next. And Jack. The other thing that I got there from another vendor, he had some photos from TV shows and movies and characters, and I found Dark Shadows. I actually have this DVD. It's a really good one. So I'm real excited to get that. Dark Shadows stuff wasn't very easy to find there either. Like, I think there was only a couple of vendors who actually had Dark Shadow stuff. Also, one of the vendors that was there was the Living Dead dolls. And I actually have one, which is the Vampire Dracula. And I think I've showed him in a prior video early on my page or on my channel. But while I was there, I picked up this shirt. I picked up this book. And I'll flip through some of the pages here for you. I'm just going to randomly pick. So it's just photos of different art with the dolls. I think I showed that one already. Which is really cool. And then I picked up this doll. It's Dorothy. I'll get her close so you can see her face. It's Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, which I think is so freaking awesome. They had all the characters there. They had Tin Man, the Lion, the Witch, and Dorothy, and the Scarecrow. And I didn't actually get this from the Living Dead Dolls booth because their prices were way higher than I wanted to spend for one. I picked this up from another booth that was more reasonable, so I did get to walk away with one of the dolls that I was so looking forward to getting. So I'm going to try to see if I can't find the other dolls that go with this series at a reasonable price, and if you know, if anybody who's selling them, let me know. But yeah, I'm so stoked. There's the doll again. Back. I think it actually shows. Yeah, it does. There's the Tin Man, the Scarecrow, and the Lion, and the Witch. So also while we were there, there was someone else I met while I was there. His name is Brian Krause, and he is plays Leo on Charmed, and I'm a huge Charmed fan. I love Charmed. I've seen them all, every single episode. I've seen them all, and I actually have about, I think, 6 of the series. I'm missing the last 2. But I got to meet him, and here's my picture with him. And here is the picture that he signed for me. It's him and Piper from the show. And I explained to him that I was a huge Charmed fan, and he was so kind. He was a very, very nice guy. And he signed it to Kat, much love, XO, your white lighter, Brian Krause. So I was excited, very, very happy to meet him. So happy. And then there was a girl there, and she actually signed my picture. She had some artwork there. And what she was doing was, and Jenny seemed to be familiar with this process. I hadn't heard of it, but I guess you take like something that's painted like black, and then with an X-Acto knife you scratch in a photograph. And this is some of her artwork. And she was a sweetheart. Such a sweet girl. And I talked to her a couple of times throughout the convention and looked at her stuff, and I got this. And I mean, she had some really good stuff. She had one series that was called the Dancing Series, and it was like ballerinas, and the partner to the ballerina was a skeleton, and it was so cool, and I really wanted that, but it was a little more than I wanted to spend on it. So I got her website, and I meant to tell you guys, but I'll let you know in a future video if I can remember. But yeah, this is called A Little Night Music.
She's on it.
Oh, wait, here, her website's back here. It's called Art of HMS CHILLING. I'll put it in the link down below. I'll show it to you. So that's that. Also they had one vendor who had some kind of vintage type Halloween decorations, and I picked this up. I love this vintage stuff. Also got this, which is a cat mask, and on this side is the owl. Hee hee. So that is that, and that's all I got. I told you it was a small haul, but it was quite a bit. So if you like what you've seen, please subscribe below. Be sure you make your comments. Happy to talk to y'all any old time. Thank you for watching. Appreciate that, and I hope y'all are doing great. It's a beautiful day here. It's 75 degrees, and I couldn't ask for more. I hope you have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.